Hello guys, this is Michiko and welcome back to Costheta. And in this video right here, we are going to be taking a look on the messages and notes that we have for this, I think it's 1.6, right? This is 1.6 version, right? Please don't tell me wrong. I think it is. It is! Alright, so let's start off from this one right here. This is the first message that we've received in a while. You can definitely see the gap between updates. January 30th and then 20th April. So I have something to ask you from the security manager, i.e. the Lion. Okay? About the investigation the chief ordered. Our team has put a lot of effort into the work regarding this is the second time this incident happened. Nonetheless, no one was found to be suspicious. I feel like there is something strange about the situation itself. It seems like someone is watching over us. So I want to check something with you. The only former employee who has an interest in our lab is your predecessor. If you have any idea about him, let me know. It might be the hint. So the predecessor is the one that's been sending us. Yeah, here it is. This is technically external email, but since he is a former scientist in this lab, I think it still has access to it. I guess, whatever. And then here's the tech manager. Has the line contacted you? I was also informed about your predecessor. She asked me to report anything suspicious about him, but I don't know what happened in the observation team. Strange, isn't it? To be honest, the predecessor was my friend. I spent a lot of time with him in the lab. I don't think he should be planning something to do any harm in the lab, or am I being stubborn? If you have anything to report to the line, would you please let me know too? I want to believe in my friend. First of all, oh my god. There is no grammatical error so far. That's a blessing. So I think this is the note that we've written after that. From the outside, and the chief seems to be certain that there's interference from the outside, and the line is getting more specific about questioning my predecessor's activities. Well, he did contact me after he had left the lab, even though I've never leaked anything to you. The contact itself might have made an influence. Something is strange indeed. Why would you get in touch with me if he has nothing to do with the lab now? I'd be careful until everything is somehow done. Well, here you go. Take it easy. Thanks for your help with the hard favor about the predecessor I asked you. Don't worry about it from now on, since the security team will do the remaining work and you won't get distracted. That's good enough. And then here's the director. I'll get things straight about the last EDOT interference. I've gone through the recent events that took place in our laboratory thanks to the Lion. From the point of the big flow, this is the first time our laboratory has met the crisis after our observing activities got on the right track. I have been focusing on investigating the internal crackdowns and concerns that we may have caused this situation ourselves. However, that seems certainly not the case. I will check for the further points since the tech team and observation team will not know much about the situations outside the laboratory. Nice work, everyone. And Lion, I want you to come to my room immediately after you read this. And then, apparently, the thing that they talk about is at least freeing her from certain job constraints. So here it is. Finally free! Yes! No more overtime work for a while. Guys, anything you want to drink? Be my guest today. Tech kiss for you, right? Observation team, I'll make the payment later, so treat yourself. Here it is. How? The line seems happy. So this is the intern messaging us. I was coming out of the cafe when I just ran into the line, and guess what? When she saw my kiss, then smiled and said, "Enjoy," then passed by. She was certainly no fan of the kiss. What could have happened to her? Well, she doesn't need to work overtime for now, at least. She doesn't have that burden anymore. So at least that's how she expresses her relief. And then we have another message from the director. Remember the first mention you've observed? The arms in the scene made me concerned that we might be heading in the wrong direction, but we were not. Rather, this might be our world's precise future. If what I am guessing is correct, all the events from our first observation to now are the omen of the big ordeal we are going to face. So I want you to take a look at the dimension again. You will certainly find something we missed before. Don't forget to put it first on your next observation. So what he's implying is that, let me just try and, I think this is the one. Yeah, here it is. There's the picture. So this dimension that we've observed before, and there were some, discrepancies, such as there's a goddamn tank in the background, there's a sniper rifle, and a handgun. And I think from further updates, it says that these war weapons are produced by one of the sponsors of the lab, as in. So once that's have come refresh in our mind, then here it is, the clue. The interference has been increasing recently, or is it interference or something? Well, I have no idea what that sentence was. I don't know how to address this. Well, we did run into many obstacles. I got emails from our sponsors, the observation itself was sometimes interfered. Things were being built up slowly but steadily. The chief seems like he's got something in his mind. It's likely to be about tracking down the outsiders on the run. It should be as in. Don't forget what Chief told me to do on the next run. So basically, they're observing another dimension which has those weapons and stuff that was produced by a parallel universe equivalent of SN, which is their sponsors, and then they've doubted them before from the storyline. So they're still being suspicious about SN having anything to do with the lab, or they might directly interfere with their projects and such. And pretty much from what the director says, that observed dimension is going to be their future. So he's just asking us to observe that particular dimension even further, so that we might know more details about it and probably find the culprit, probably find what caused it, and somehow probably prevent it. That's what I'm guessing where this storyline will go on. The problem is that there's a lot of filler, so for any of you who are really interested in the lore, check the tags. The green ones over here are the main story. The pink ones, I think that's related to the new the Wyvern Pea and Plum question. The yellow ones are from I forgot what that was. I think I think it's from the Honey Cinnamon one. I haven't bought Rising soundtracks, but if you're really into the lore of the game, well, there's something that we already have right now, as you can see. I think the black one over here is I think they're still on the main canon, but they're just adding this as, oh, this is the Honey Cinnamon one. Okay. To be honest with you, I would really want to delve more into the lore, and I might be able to do that with the help of Jono, the king of wikis, to make the costheta wiki. So hopefully after my midterms, I could help on making that, so that we could actually raise discussion about how the lore of costheta will go on after this. It's something that we haven't ever seen before, and I'm actually really glad that they've upped their grammatical game over here by at the very least try and convey it, I'm not saying straightforwardly, but much more understandable compared to the other messages. I'm expecting those to be slightly changed, but I don't think they will be changed unless we told them to do so, I guess. I think that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, considering that there's barely any activity on the costheta Discord server, I'm not expecting that to happen anytime soon. But as someone who has invested a lot of time and quite a bit of money on the game, I, I wanted to enjoy every last bit of the game as as I as I possibly can, because I do believe that the game could be a success later on. I mean, it's already a success for me compared to other indie rhythm games and such. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And as always, thanks for watching.